Hey, what's up, y'all? This is David Carmichael II with Capture the World, and I wanted to make a short video on how I turned this into this. So, if you watched my last video, I basically talked about how I designed my basketball shorts for my clothing brand, and how I made it from scratch and how I made a design on Photoshop. And now on this video, I'm gonna show you how I found a manufacturer to make my actual design come to life. All right, y'all. So the first thing you want to do is type in this website called Alibaba. This is like a website where, I would say most clothing brands use to, you know, um, get stuff made for their brand, man. And excuse my voice, by the way. I'm dealing with allergies, so just bear with me through this video. But yeah, so once you click on Alibaba, the first thing you want to do is make sure you have an account. So if you don't have an account, it's showing that my account right here. I'm already logged in. But if you don't have your own account, go ahead and sign up. It's free. It's free to sign up. And then once you do that, you want to click on your manufacturers right here. All right. So the next thing you're going to do is, just type in the type of product you want to get made, man. And whether it's like a hoodie, shirt, hats. But for this example, we're going to type mesh basketball shorts, put that in the search results. All right. So one of the rules I'll go by when it comes to looking for a manufacturer, you can see right here, it's like a whole bunch of different, suppliers you can choose from, different ratings, different years they've been in business, all that, man. You can like scroll forever, you know what I mean? But the three things to look for when it comes to finding a manufacturer is how long have they been in business, whether they're a verified supplier, and also if they have trade assurance. All right, so y'all don't know what trade assurance is. I have it on the tab right here. Trade assurance covers every stage of your purchasing journey. So it says, we provide buyers on Alibaba.com with secure ways to pay, protect against unforeseen circumstances such as product or shipping issues, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? So if you have any issues that are related to your purchase, for the most part, Alibaba will have your back as long as a supplier has trade assurance on their account. All right, so we're back on this screen, and then I was just telling y'all about what trade assurance is, and then the next thing I was telling y'all about is making sure the supplier is a verified supplier. Pretty much that means is, they're verified by Alibaba as a trustworthy supplier. So if they have the verified tag right here, and then the trade assurance logo right here, which is the same thing as on the left side. Those two things are good. If they don't have trade assurance, that's not a deal breaker. But I would still recommend to make sure that they're verified. Out of all the things, make sure they're verified. But when you do your payment, I would recommend you using PayPal rather than just using like a regular credit card. So if anything goes wrong, PayPal 9 times out of 10 will have your back if the supplier might seem like they're shady or not try to ship your product or trying to steal money from you. Using PayPal as a payment method is always a good way to go. All right, so for this example, we're looking at this first example. They have trade assurance, they're verified, and I was also talking to y'all about how many years they've been in business. That's one thing I go by. The longer they've been in business, the better. That lets you know that they're still going strong. Nothing against the suppliers that got like 1 year, 2 years under their belt, but I like to go with manufacturers that been in business for a long time. So for example, you see 6 years, 10 years, 7 years, even 4 years is not that bad. But I try to stay away from the 1 years, in business, for this one, for example. 16 years, that's good. That lets you know they've been doing stuff for a long time, man, and they still have good reviews. and it's always good to look at the reviews, man. So for this example right here though, let's look at the first one right here. All right, so let's go ahead and click on this one right here. All right, it's taking you to their profile. Shoot, they got videos and everything, man. You can see like what their headquarters look like, 360 view. The different types of equipment. You know what I mean? So you want to look at that, and you want to also look at their reviews. They have a 4.9 out of 5 rating with 459 reviews. That's pretty good in my opinion, man. It's telling you, their delivery rate, the average response time. Also, another thing I want to let y'all know too, man, if you deal with China, I've never dealt with Pakistan, so nothing against Pakistan manufacturers. But I always deal with Chinese manufacturers. They've never done me wrong yet. And then I don't know how to pronounce this, but this city in China, I want to say somebody told me that's like one of the main hot spots for manufacturers in China. China is a real big country, but this city right here, I want to say Guangdong, China. You might see that a lot when you're looking at manufacturers. That's where a lot of suppliers are located in China. But yeah, so let's look at the reviews. Let's see what we can find here real quick. Supplier service 4.9, 4.9 on-time shipment, 4.9 product quality, my bad. Let's see all reviews real quick. I'm trying to find like the pictures of different people and what they bought. All right, y'all, I think I figured it out. One thing I did notice too, I saw that it was a bad review right here. Some person said very horrible product. Would not recommend anyone to do business with this company. They messed up my order and would not refund. Look, man, don't let those comments scare you away. I mean, it's gonna always be some bad comments on every supplier. I mean, they're not gonna get everything right. I don't know what exactly happened in this scenario, but if you have trade assurance and you pay with PayPal, the manufacturer should do right by you. And if not, you can file a complaint through PayPal and let PayPal do their job and get your money back. But do not let that discourage you if you see any bad reviews. If their whole supplier website has a whole bunch of bad reviews, then I would recommend like not going with them at all. But it's gonna be some bad reviews no matter what type of supplier you use, man. So and then also, by the way too, you're gonna get a sample made. You're not gonna go in from the jump getting a whole bulk order made. You're going in getting one sample made, and then we're gonna get into how to contact the supplier and ask them to get a sample made. But you always order a sample first. You don't go in ordering a bulk order because you don't even know how it's gonna look. You want to get a sample made first, and then you can see how the product looks. You can tell the manufacturer to make adjustments to your sample once you receive the sample. But you always go into getting your stuff made by getting a sample made first. So let's not forget that. All right. So let's go to the reviews like I was trying to do earlier. All right, so I figured it out. So you got to go down to where it says products. Every supplier website is different. So for this supplier, you got to go to the actual products, and you can see they got accessories, sportswear, basketball jersey, hoodies, jogger pants, t-shirt, tank top. For this example, we want to get some shorts made. So let's just click on this right here. This example of the shorts. And then right here to the right, it shows you like the MOQ, which is the minimum order quantity. But it's not going to be exactly this price, because if you're going to get it custom made, this price is going to change a little bit depending on what you really want to get done. Like, you can customize it how you want for your brand. You know what I mean? And if you already have your mock-up, you'll send the supplier your mock-up and what you want down to, if you want zippers on your shorts, how you want your drawstrings made, if you want your custom tags inside of the shorts, if you want like a certain lining inside of the shorts, you can tell them all that. If you want it embroidered, or if you just want it like simulation to where it's just like printed within the fabric, you can tell them all that, you know what I mean? But right here it shows you, from 10 to 99 pieces is $10, $8 if you get to 100 pieces, and then 500 or more is $6. Like I said, it's not going to be exactly that price. I want to say these prices are just based on if you're getting like a blank, some blank shorts. Like if you just want to order these the way it is, I think that would be the price right there. So you can get zippers on the back of your shorts like this. Same thing for this example, but you see where it says custom right here, names, custom, that is telling you that you can make it custom to how you want it for your brand. You know what I mean? But it's not going to be exactly that price. That's just like a roundabout price. But once you start adding more features to your own design, that will make the price go up. You know what I mean? Then you got to add shipping costs, and that's the whole nother ball game right there. And then you got to send in your size chart and all that. But we're going to get into that. But let's go ahead and get to these reviews real quick, man, so y'all can see what y'all dealing with. So like for each individual product, you'll click on the reviews. So for this example, they have 4 reviews. Let's see what he's talking about. All right, most of these people are from the United States. You got one from, do not get mad at me, I think it's the Australian flag. So one person from Australia, he said it was very good. The person from America, he said the shorts came quick and the stitching is perfect. Amazing every time. Judy is amazing also. So Judy must be the contact person for this specific design. So once you read the reviews, man, you go to product reviews, store reviews. Here go that bad comment right here again. But you do have these good comments. Very good quality. Customer service was amazing. Shipping was fast and on time. This other customer had another good review. And this customer also put like some pictures of the design too. So they ordered like a basketball jersey. It looked like this is for like their own basketball tournament back at I-465. I don't know where that's at in the United States, but he got some jerseys made for his basketball team. You know what I mean? So he reached out to this manufacturer. Let me turn that off. But you gotta, you can look at all that to make your judgment. Based off this looks good. So what you'll do next, man, we'll get to the next step after this. All right, so the next thing you want to do, after you checked off all your boxes, you saw that the supplier is a verified supplier. They have trade assurance. You read the reviews. Once you check off those boxes, the next thing you want to do is to go to contact supplier. All right, and they already give you some questions that you can ask. For example, it says, what is the best price you can offer? What is the shipping cost? Did you support customization? Those are all valid questions. On this next clip, I'm going to show you exactly what I said to the supplier that I used to get my clothing brand, my shorts made for my clothing brand. So let's go ahead and look at that. All right, y'all. So this is the example of when I made my sample order for my shorts. So the first thing I did was, you can see on the right side right here, I put, hello, how much would it cost to order a custom sample of a design? Then I attached my my logo, or I attached my file, my Photoshop file, mock-up design of my shorts right here. And then this is the lady, her name is Jerry Lee. She responded and said, thanks for the inquiry. This is Jerry, and just asking me questions. Like, is it a 2 embroidery logo? And I said, yeah. Then she was, sending me examples of shorts that they made already. Like, do I want something like similar to that? And I just went through and said, yes I would, and asked do I want zippers on the pockets, and just answer her questions and stuff like that. And then as I'm scrolling down, you can see where she said for the sample it would be $120, and I was trying to negotiate right here, and I said, I asked how long would it take. She said 14 days. Shipping usually takes 4 to 7 days. And I was trying to negotiate and ask for $100, and she was like, no, we gotta stick to our price. And she said shipping is gonna be $30. And I was like, yes, I understand. Do you accept PayPal? Like I said before, like I'm very comfortable. I'm comfortable with using PayPal. I really don't like using other forms of payment. I feel like PayPal is very secure, and it can protect your purchase if anything goes wrong. And then at the top right here, it she explains that when you're doing a sample, they only do full pay. You got to pay the full amount. And but she explained if you do a bulk order, you can pay 50% down and pay the other 50% when it's time to ship. And I was cool with that. Like, for example, I just paid the full price, which was like $130 for the sample. But if you can negotiate and convince them to pay 50% for the sample and the other 50% when the sample is shipped, to do that as well. But let's do what's best for you. But if you're doing a bulk order though, I always suggest to pay, I would say start off at 30%. See if you can if they'll agree for you to pay just 30%. If not, don't go no more than 50% deposit when you're doing your bulk order. Some companies might try to convince you to pay the full amount to make the bulk order. I would not do that, because it's a chance that they could take your money if you pay the whole thing. But like you said, if you put your ducks in a row with the get the trade assurance and pay by PayPal, and and stick to what you want to do. If they asking for the full amount and you're not comfortable with that, you're only comfortable with 50%, don't be afraid to walk away and find another supplier to do what you want to do. You got to stick to what you want to do. You're not obligated to agree by the terms that they want you to do. It's always another supplier that can meet your demands and what you want to do for your brand. You know what I mean? So just stick to your guns and don't be afraid to walk away from a situation that you're not comfortable with. And yeah, man, on that note, this is the example of what I did to get a sample made for my shorts, and then what I did to eventually get a bulk order put in. So yeah, that's how I found the manufacturer for my clothing brand and turned a design I made on Photoshop to a real living product, just like this. And you can do the same thing for your brand, man. Just follow the steps I discussed in this video. And if y'all have anything y'all want me to cover in any future videos, feel free to leave a comment. And feel free to like and subscribe, like I said before. And see you on the next video. This is David Carmichael II with Capture the World. Y'all have a good one. Peace.